Welcome everyone to my first experience in Gray Zone Warfare. This is my first gameplay, my first impressions, and long short of it, I would describe it as Ghost Recon Wildlands mixed with Escape from Tarkov. So first off, I was fiddling with all the graphic settings, like most people do with this game, which I'll detail at the end of the video. And I went through, changed my keybinds, all that good stuff, and then I came out of the base, which this game is really awesome because it's not like Tarkov where everything is an instanced battle. You start out at your base and you can walk or you can fly or whatever out of the base and you can return at any point you want. So that's already 10 times as immersive as Tarkov. And I just went out with just a pistol because I knew I was most likely going to die being a noob, and I played a bit of Tarkov. I wasn't a professional at it, but I was alright. Not good, not bad. So it's pretty smart just to go out with nothing, and it's more rewarding that way too, obviously. Start with nothing and you end up with something. So this is all on low, pretty much. And it looks really good still. This is 1080. I would like to play on 1440, but FPS is about, 40 to 80, pretty much. Of course, with frame gen on. I don't use FSR or DLSS, I use the TSR, which looks a lot better in my opinion. But through here I'm getting about 50 FPS. The frame gen, of course, adds a little bit of input lag, but you get used to it. I mean, with games that look like real life like this, you kind of just have to deal with it. I thought it was really cool. You could climb underneath the most of the buildings, so that's cool for stealth. Just kind of getting out of eyesight, more protection. I forgot to mention, but this is a PVE server. I'm not averted to doing PvP, but I just wanted to learn the game in PvE first, of course. And once I get experience, then I'll go into PvP. And if you just think about it for a second, this game is only 25% finished. Because it's on like 2.4 or whatever. Alpha 2.4. So if you consider that there's 75% more of this game to go, it's gonna be the Tarkov killer. I'm calling it right now. To me, it's already better than Tarkov because it's not instance, and you don't have to spend $150 just for some PVE. I just came in here to loot some stuff. I have no idea. I haven't really seen much gameplay. I haven't seen any tips videos. I haven't seen anything. I've just seen a couple videos, which got my interest in the game, of course, and then seeing it on Steam. So I'm pretty cautious right now. Just kind of exploring. Trying to remember all my keybinds. There's a lot. It's a Milsim. There's a crap load of keybinds. Very customizable. A lot to learn. I'm not a particularly Milsim guy, but I do like immersive shooters. Right here, I'm still trying to be really thorough when I'm looting, because you never know what kind of cool stuff you can find in nooks and crannies. But now I think that you're not going to find anything this close to the edge of the map, next to your base. I think the good stuff's probably going to be more towards the middle of the gray zone, just like most other types of looter shooters. The mechanics are really just like Tarkov. You can inspect every item and kind of know what it does. And you can kind of go to the traders and get missions and bring stuff back and look at your gun, check the chamber, all that kind of Milsim-y stuff, obviously. Which for me, not being a Milsim guy, it's really cool. It just takes a bit to get used to those keybinds. I spend a bit of time looting in here. Ooh, candy bar. Right here I just checked the keybinds for checking what's in the chamber and what's in your mag and all that stuff. I'm trying to cut out all the boring stuff for your viewing pleasure. Sometimes I upload raw stuff, but for, you know, showcase videos like this, I think it's better to cut out all the bull crap, which I know some people don't. A lot of the videos I saw, people incorporate, you know, their settings, they're digging through all the settings and testing them and stuff, and, you know, I try to keep it clean for y'all. And just looking at it, like, this is 1080 on low, and it looks like freaking ultra on, you know, any other game that's available right now, really. So if they just would double the performance and then give the option to not have some sort of upscaler, because right now the upscaler is 100% mandatory. You cannot turn it off. You have to have some sort of upscaler, which for people who don't know what it actually does, it lowers the internal resolution and then it upscales it. So it's always going to be worse than native. I know a lot of people have misconceptions about it. They think it's better than native, and it's not. The companies would have you believe that it's better, but it's really not. I mean, if you're going for FPS and you don't care that the game has some artifacting, gets a bit blurrier, then that's your thing. But for this game, it's mandatory. So I'd like to turn that off. Even if I had to play at like 40 FPS, you know, during 1.0, I would just rather have a crispier image. Because it does hurt my eyes a little bit. I'm more sensitive to other people and that kind of stuff, but it hurts my eyes and gives me headaches if I play too long, so it needs some time in the oven, but I think it's going to be absolutely an amazing game. Potentially the first Milsim I really get engaged in. Right here, my heart starts to get going a bit. I don't know who's shooting. I don't know if it's humans or if it's NPCs or what. I thought it was cool how the helicopter, when it flies by, it actually makes the trees move and stuff. That's one thing that really drew in the grass right here. I tested it. It moves. A lot of games do that, but this game does it really well. And sometimes you can see like your clothes blowing in the wind. That's what really caught my attention. When I saw it on Steam, I saw the helicopter taking off and your shirt was like blowing in the wind. That was really awesome. So right here, I thought this was a real person. And I know some people have said that the AI is kind of brain dead sometimes. Yo, are you real or are you a person? Are you a real person? That was my actual in-game audio at the time. I think it's kind of cool the AI didn't aggro on me immediately, because I remember a year ago a lot of people were saying that they would laser beam you from across the map and they wouldn't even have seen you, you know. No so magazine. It's better to make them a little slower. And it reminds me more of Wildlands, because the enemies kind of have to check you out and make sure you're an enemy first. That's kind of how it should be, but that might have been a little too brain dead. Or I'm just a professional, you know how it is. At me? That was a joke. You'd be surprised how many people on the internet can't tell sarcasm from seriousness. So again, I'm under the house. I think that's really cool. My first looting experience. Oh, right here. Feels so good. So good to loot stuff. And right here,
I got my
I put
first
those
loot.
headphones on and I didn't realize that they were gonna, you know, mute. So I mentioned that, oh, the game audio cut out, but it's actually because I have cheap earmuffs on. And I realized that later, which you'll hear. And the sound went away. I'm doing this because I know there's another guy around because I heard someone shooting at me. I wasn't really sure where they're coming from, obviously, and then I put these stupid earmuffs on so I can't hear jack. But I knew someone else was out there. Yo, are you real? You got real? Oh man, I gotta tell you, the guns. I got cheap earmuffs on. That's why. Yep, see there, I said it. But that's pretty. The guns, pretty legit. Like the noise and how they feel, it feels really good. Like, I know a lot of games, people say that, you know, the guns sound so good, they feel so real, but this game, I feel like it takes the cake. Like, they nailed that. Just like the recoil and like the bassy sound, like they got it. Like, there's no need for mods. Feels satisfying to shoot, basically. Got some money. Oh damn, that's about to break. Ooh, money. Hell yeah. Now from playing Tarkov, right here I'm worried because many times, you know, you'll lay down and you'll be looting and then come on, pop you in the back of the head. And I knew it was PVE, but I don't know how the AI works yet. So I was worried that the AI was just going to come out of nowhere. And I'd been reading a lot of stuff before, you know, I jump into a game like I usually do, read the Steam discussions and online. And a lot of people, you know, complain that they get laser beamed from across the map, but they don't even see where it comes from. You know, a lot of people say they're full of crap. You know, they're just bad at the game, get good or whatever. But, you know, I'm still wary of that, 'cause sometimes they could be right. So I'm just worried that I'm going to get laser beamed. And at this point, I pretty much had a full inventory, and I mean, I was expecting to come out and get laser beamed from across the field by someone I couldn't even see. So I was pretty satisfied with all the loot I got. I mean, I left with a pistol, and I came back with, you know, some money, a gun, you know, some webbing and stuff to hold things, and I mean, I was satisfied. So after this, I'm just like, well, I'm going back. And my eyes were hurting a little bit at this time, so that kind of bummed me out. But I mean, I don't want to get too burnt out on the game, you know, it's only an alpha 2.5 right now, so it's like, why play the hell out of it right now? Why don't I just kind of putz on it, learn it, and then I wait till it's more done? So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to skip my run back for everybody, so you don't got to watch that. It's just the same stuff you've already seen. I made it back, home sweet home, and there are 3 different factions. Right now, apparently, there's not too much faction dynamics going on. But there are 3 different factions, and you have 3 different bases, so kind of in PvP it'll keep people a bit separated, and there'll be hot spots and whatnot, so it's kind of cool. Makes you kind of feel unique. I just picked the first one because they just seem more chill. I don't know. Doesn't really make a difference. But here I was just gonna go through and check the traders, maybe organize all my stuff. Just kind of learn that a bit more. Just like Tarkov, basically, from what I saw. You know, you get your mission, you sell your stuff, you buy your stuff, you organize your storage, and that's about it. Right up here, my settings. So I'm on RTX 3070 mobile with Ryzen 9 590, 16 gigabyte, blah blah blah. Pretty average, mid-range these days. Still pretty good though. Playing at 1080, 60 FPS. I just capped it. I was playing above for more 70, 80 sometimes in buildings, but it's not worth pushing your system that much harder. I did change the shadow quality to low eventually, but yeah, everything else is on low. There's not too much of a difference, honestly. Put the sharpening on 5, but like I said, it's frame gen is mandatory, you know, otherwise you walk around with 1020 FPS. Upscaling is mandatory, and that's about it. But overall, I'd say the game's amazing, and you should definitely try it out.